Ever thought that the richest people might be saving money in ways you've never even imagined? What if I told you that their secrets to maintaining wealth are surprisingly simple and something you could start doing today? Welcome to our deep dive into the unexpected habits of the wealthy. We're about to reveal some everyday practices that you might think are reserved for the average person, but in reality, are key strategies the rich use to keep their bank accounts growing. From the cars they drive to the clothes they wear, and even their dinner choices, get ready to uncover the smart yet straightforward secrets that help the rich stay rich. So, if you're curious about turning your financial life around using the same principles, keep watching. Number 1. Fast fashion or cheap shoes. Have you ever bought a really cheap pair of shoes or a trendy outfit that fell apart after a few wears? That's fast fashion for you. It looks good and doesn't cost much, but it doesn't last. Rich people, however, often skip these cheap, trendy items. They know that buying one good pair of shoes or a well-made outfit, even if it costs more, actually saves money in the long run. Think about it. If you buy a cheap shirt that you have to replace every few months, you'll spend more money and time shopping than if you had bought a better quality shirt in the first place. Plus, constantly replacing clothes is bad for our planet, filling it up with more waste. People like Warren Buffett, a really successful businessman, and Mark Zuckerberg, who started Facebook, are known for wearing simple, good quality clothes every day. This saves them time. They don't have to think about what to wear, and money. They don't have to keep buying new clothes. Let's also look at people like Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, who is known for her practical fashion choices. Her success story shows that you don't need to be a tech mogul to make smart spending decisions. In fact, a study by the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, reveals that Americans throw away an average of 81 pounds of clothing each year. Much of this waste comes from low-quality, fast fashion items that don't last. This statistic highlights the environmental and financial impact of our clothing choices, underscoring the importance of investing in durable, high-quality pieces. So, next time you're shopping, remember, buying something that costs a bit more but lasts longer is not just smart, it's also good for our Earth. The rich know this secret, and it's one we can all learn from. Number 2. Late fees or surcharges. Rich people really know how to handle their money, and one thing they're careful about is not paying late fees or extra charges. These are the extra costs you get when you pay a bill late or forget a payment, and they can add up fast. Think about it. When you're late paying a bill, like your phone or electricity, you might have to pay an extra $20 or more. It might not seem like much at the time, but if it happens often, you could end up wasting a lot of money over a year. Wealthy people make sure they pay all their bills on time. They often set up automatic payments, so they don't even have to think about it. Or they might use calendars and reminders to make sure they never miss a due date. A report by the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority found that individuals who regularly check their financial transactions are less likely to incur late fees. This highlights the widespread benefit of staying on top of your finances. By always paying on time and avoiding these late fees, rich people show they're smart with money. They know that every dollar saved from these unnecessary fees is money they can use for something better. It's a great reminder for all of us that being organized with our bills can save us money and stress, helping us keep more of our hard-earned cash. If you're finding value in this video, please hit the like button, share it with friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Your support really helps with the YouTube algorithm and allows this video to reach more people who could benefit from these tips. Now, let's dive into the next things rich people don't spend money on. Number 3. Beauty products, skincare or hair care. Rich people are smart about their beauty buys too. Instead of spending lots of money on every new skincare or hair care trend, they stick to what works best for them. This means they don't waste money on a bunch of products that they won't use or that don't really help. For example, instead of buying 10 different face creams, a wealthy person might just have 1 or 2 that they know are good for their skin. They do their research or talk to a dermatologist to find products that are worth their price. This way, they get better results and spend less money in the long run. Also, Wealthy people know that taking care of their health, like eating right and staying hydrated, is just as important for their skin and hair. They understand that beauty isn't just about what you put on your face or hair. It's also about how you take care of yourself overall. So, the lesson here is to be thoughtful about beauty products. It's better to invest in a few high-quality items that really work than to buy lots of different things just because they're popular. And remember, true beauty starts with taking good care of yourself. Number 4. Expensive memberships or hobbies. Rich people often think twice before spending money on expensive memberships or hobbies. They know that the real value of a hobby or club isn't about how much it costs, but about the joy and satisfaction it brings. This mindset helps them avoid unnecessary expenses on things that don't truly add to their happiness or well-being. According to a study by the Pew Research Center, only 12% of Americans with a household income of $150,000 or more belong to a private club or country club. This suggests that wealthy individuals are not driven by the need for exclusive status symbols. Instead, they prioritize experiences that enrich their lives and broaden their horizons. A prime example of this is Warren Buffett, one of the world's most successful investors. Despite his immense wealth, Buffett is known for his simple lifestyle and his passion for playing bridge and reading. He rarely attends exclusive events or indulges in extravagant hobbies. For instance, instead of joining the most expensive gym or golf club, a wealthy person might choose a more reasonably priced option that meets their needs just as well. They understand that paying more doesn't always mean getting more. This smart approach applies to hobbies too. Rather than investing in expensive equipment or exclusive clubs right away, they might start with more affordable options to see if they really enjoy the activity. Also, many wealthy individuals find great value in simpler, cost-effective hobbies like reading, hiking, or gardening. These activities not only save money, but also provide immense personal satisfaction and a break from the busyness of life. The takeaway here is to choose memberships and hobbies based on what truly makes you happy and what you're genuinely interested in, not just on their price tag or status. By focusing on personal enjoyment and well-being, you can find fulfilling activities without overspending. Number 5. Dining out. While dining out can be an enjoyable and social experience, wealthy individuals understand that it is not a necessity and should not be an everyday habit. They recognize that excessive spending on meals away from home can strain their finances and limit their ability to save for their future goals. Instead of relying on restaurants for their daily meals, rich people prioritize home cooking. They enjoy the process of preparing their own food, experimenting with new recipes, and sharing meals with loved ones in the comfort of their homes. According to a study by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average American household spends $4,200 per year on food away from home. This represents a significant portion of their disposable income that could be saved or invested elsewhere. Wealthy individuals recognize that dining out should be an occasional treat, savored and enjoyed rather than a regular expense. They choose to spend their money on experiences that bring them greater value and fulfillment, such as travel, education, or cultural activities. For instance, consider the habits of someone like Warren Buffett. Despite his immense wealth, Buffett is known for his simple eating habits. He's often mentioned his preference for reasonably priced meals, like those from McDonald's, over expensive dining options. This illustrates that even the wealthiest individuals can value simplicity and cost-effectiveness in their daily lives. By cooking at home, wealthy individuals enjoy the dual benefits of controlling their diet and saving money that would otherwise go to frequent restaurant visits. This balance allows them to allocate resources more effectively, investing in their health and financial future simultaneously. Number 6. High-end clothing. Wealthy individuals often show a surprising restraint when it comes to spending on high-end clothing. Instead of constantly chasing the latest fashion trends, many prefer to invest in a few timeless, high-quality pieces. This approach is not only cost-effective in the long run, but also aligns with a more classic and enduring sense of style. According to a study by the NPD Group, the average American household spends $1,000 per year on clothing. However, wealthy individuals often spend less than this, opting for fewer, higher quality items that will last for years rather than filling their closets with trendy pieces that quickly fall out of style. Take, for example, the fashion choices of tech mogul Mark Zuckerberg. Despite his wealth, Zuckerberg is known for his remarkably simple wardrobe, often consisting of a basic gray t-shirt and jeans. This is a strategic choice that saves time and reflects a focus on functionality and comfort over luxury brands. Another notable figure is Steve Jobs, the late co-founder of Apple, who was famous for his black turtleneck and jeans. This signature look became a part of his personal brand, demonstrating that style and success don't necessarily hinge on constantly wearing new and expensive outfits. By opting for quality over quantity, wealthy individuals prove that true style doesn't have to come with an extravagant price tag. This mindset not only saves money, but also creates a personal style that stands the test of time. It's a reminder that in fashion, as in finance, the smartest investments are often the most understated. Start by assessing the quality of fabric and craftsmanship when shopping for clothes. Look for timeless pieces that offer versatility and durability. Number 7. Television and streaming services. Rich people often approach television and streaming services with a selective mindset. Instead of subscribing to every available service, they choose only those that offer content they genuinely enjoy. This selective approach helps them avoid the unnecessary expense and clutter of multiple subscriptions. According to a study by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, impulse purchases account for over 30% of all consumer spending. This suggests that a significant portion of our hard-earned money is being spent on items we don't really need or want. For instance, rather than having subscriptions to all major streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, and Disney+, a wealthy individual might only pick one or two that best suit their viewing preferences. This not only saves money, but also reduces the time spent browsing through endless options. By being selective with their entertainment choices, wealthy individuals demonstrate that enjoying leisure activities doesn't require an excess of options. This practice of mindful selection over indiscriminate consumption is a valuable lesson in both financial and time management. It's about appreciating quality content over the quantity of choices, leading to a more fulfilling and less cluttered entertainment experience. Number 8. Renting or leasing cars. Many wealthy individuals prefer buying a car over leasing or renting. This decision is often based on the long-term financial benefits of ownership. Owning a car means no recurring lease payments and the potential to sell the vehicle later, whereas leasing often involves ongoing expenses without the advantage of ownership. For example, consider a luxury car that costs $60,000. Leasing it might seem less expensive in the short term, but over several years, lease payments can add up to more than the car's value. Wealthy people who choose to buy outright avoid these long-term lease costs. They also have the option to sell the car in the future, recouping some of their investment. By opting to purchase rather than lease, wealthy individuals demonstrate a preference for long-term financial planning over short-term appearances. This approach highlights the importance of considering total costs and potential future value in financial decisions, particularly when it comes to significant purchases like vehicles. And there you have it, the surprisingly simple yet effective habits that keep the wealthy on top of their financial game. Who knew that the road to riches might just involve rethinking the way we eat, shop, or even drive? Remember, it's not about the size of your wallet, but how you use what's in it. What are your smart spending habits? Share with us in the comments below. Your tips might just help someone else on their journey to financial savvy.